turn to smoke like I never was there before. School stamps gone from the page. Years of sweat, years of proof. They don't just break your voice, they go straight for your roots. Tie my hands to my light, still I stand in the light. Call me a liar if you want. I know what lived in my life. They erase me, but I'm still here, I'm still here. They erase me. Can't kill truth with fear. They erase me.
All right, all right, all right. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. I'm your host, Rish Juju, and it is Monday, July 20th, 2026. How was your weekend? Good, mine too. Yeah, every day is just the same. It really doesn't matter what day it is because it's all the same, except for Sunday. Anyway, yeah, we are going to talk about a lot of different things, like we always do. Today was a very strange day. Power has been going on and off, making it very difficult to keep any kind of, well, normal. Like, I tried editing, and if I don't save it every 5 minutes, especially today, I would lose everything that I have, you know, worked on for the last however many minutes. So, it was just very frustrating, and it makes you not want to work. But hopefully, we'll make it through the show without having an incident. Because what was the last time? About 5:30. I don't know. I fell asleep, and uh, you know. Anyway, I don't know what that means, but we're still, you know, working through the day after what happened in New York. They had a little bomb. I mean, a little bomb. It wasn't a major bombing in front of one of the federal buildings out there that houses ICE and other departments. So, under the guise of protesting, they set off these makeshift bombs. The ones with screwdrivers, razor blades. Did I say screwdrivers? No, I meant screws. Oh boy, what a weird. I it's just the beginning. It's the beginning of the end for New York. It's and pretty much it's over there. But anyway, today we're going to talk about couple of different things and I don't know why people keep talking to Buzz Aldrin. I mean, it's obvious the guy wants to tell us every single thing he knows, but I don't believe him. He's just too gung-ho. You know those people? Like, can I come on your show? Huh? We usually find people. I want to come on. Can I talk about stuff? That's Buzz, I got things I want to talk about. Like what? Oh, moon bases? Go on. Pretty much it. Monoliths? This guy. But, it's better than nothing. Weinstein, Eric Weinstein's been talking. I have got to do a show on what's going on at Skinwalker Show. I think that show's still going on, yeah. And they just create the most dumbest evidence they think they have, and yeah, I just don't know. What is this? Hold on a second. I got a message from the YouTube. Oh, okay. A show I did. How many years ago? 3? I used a clip. It says it was Antarctica, a year on ice. This company is now claiming, like, you're allowed to use content, right? At some stages during your live streaming career, and then one day they decide they want to monetize the clip. And this happened to me. There was over 1,800 claims I got over the last year and a half over the same intro I used to play. And they said, yeah, you can use it, bro. We don't ask for any money. It's royalty free. And also, you can use it. They told me this. And then all of a sudden the song gets popular and they want to make money off of it. So I had 1,800 claims over the last year. I mean, they finally stopped about a month ago, but I was getting like 6 a day they would do for the same thing, 6 a day. And anyway, that's ended. But yeah, that kind of puts a little kibosh on the channel too. It really hurts, because YouTube thinks you're doing something wrong, when in fact I was allowed to. I actually have. I mean, I've argued with YouTube over this. I actually have written approval. Not good enough. Not good enough. James Franco is facing skepticism. Who gives a shit about James? I don't. I can't. I won't. He is the most annoying person I've seen in a long time. I just don't dig it. More UFOs over bases. Creepy AI ghosts. The clear images of John F. Kennedy's driver shooting him. 3-foot tall aliens walked right out of a mountain. No door. Right out of the dirt. It's on video. People caught it. I have it. Yeah. We're going to look at that. Collier's perspectives on the aliens. We got UFOs underwater. Burleson says a doctor who helped Varginha alien said it was giving the impression it was grateful. What'd it do? Look at it like this? With its big eyes? I mean, shut off. You know what I mean? It it did one of these. It did this. Like, hey, oh. It's so stupid. It gave the impression it was grateful. So cute. Who's here tonight? Do we have people here? Is anybody showing up anymore to these things? I don't even know what I'm doing. Oh, Paris, thank you very much. I don't understand. What does that mean? Lettuce? I don't know what that means, but thank you very much for the $2. right out of the gate there. Thank you, Perry Diamond. I don't know what that means. Hold on. Oh, look at this. That's weird. Thank you, Paris. I appreciate it. A continuing supporter of GoFun. I'm a little, obviously I don't have my normal energized self here with me today, but I'm just um in a mood. Thank you though. Here we go. See this? Look at how weird this color is. What? Look, let me see something. Oh, the color changed. That's odd. I never noticed that color before. Well, anyway, look, it's not putting up the regular super chat like we just saw with Paris. 99 cents from Stephen Karn, smiling face with sunglasses. Ah, it didn't come up, but there you are. I guess you wrote it out. Yeah. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, brother. Nice little super chat to start off. If you guys want to help, you know what to do, of course. You guys are the core of GoFun. Super chat, super sticker, PayPal, Cash App. All the links are in the show description. You can become a member. All right. Who's here? Brian Yates, everybody. Brian, you're re. Thank you. Paris, welcome to the show. Hey, wait a minute. I checked the calendar and it said 30 hours away. That's weird. No, I already put up 2 shows. There's one tomorrow, too, I put up. So, yeah, I did it with my other channel, too. I put up 4 shows at once. That's probably what you're seeing. Welcome, welcome. Glenn Collins, how you doing? Good to see you, brother. This is so bizarre how this is happening over here. I can't explain it. Stephen Karn, every service, I just... Don't what? No, don't worry about it, man. I'm just glad you're here, brother. Thank you. Kelly Lewis, the EW is here. How are you? Good to see you. What is that? Oh, I see. I didn't notice your profile pic. I think it's changed. It's hard to see on my screen. You look all happy there with your children's. Hey, Yoga with Denise. How you been? Good to see you. UFO there. It's Yoga with Denise, everybody. YGD. Are you back home? Hope you're all refreshed and recharged. UFO 91_1. What do you say, man? How you doing with your little rocket? Good to see you. Zach Diecast Montsu. How you doing? The lettuce is bugged. Is that what that meant? You know, when you said that, I'm like, that was the first time I had Taco Bell in months. Because I went out to the DMV, I had to get my license, and I met my mother, and she wanted Taco Bell. And I'm like, I can't, Taco Bell. And she's like, I'll buy. And I'm like, oh, I love Taco Bell. It's just so damn expensive. Like, for me to have a meal at Taco Bell and feel satisfied, it was $21. When I saw that, I'm like, how do we get it down to 15? I can go to Burger King and get more food for $7 because they have a 3 for $7. You can get a chicken sandwich, the classic chicken, and it's not even real, but who cares? You can get a bacon cheeseburger, you can get French fries. You can get all 3 of that for $7. You can get 3 chicken sandwiches for $7. You can get 2 chicken sandwiches and a bacon cheeseburger for $7. You can get 3 bacon cheeseburgers. At whatever combination you want, it's only $7. And then you throw a pie on top of that, and it's $10.41. All right. Welcome to the show, Zach. Steven. Oh, again, we already said hello to you. Thor. What do you say? Welcome to you. Metalhead. Yeah, no, I'm not depressed. I never get depressed. It's never happened. Only when my dog died. Oh, okay. So the explosive diarrhea? No, that didn't happen to me. I must have gotten lucky. I didn't have anything with the lettuce. That's why. I had a chicken quesadilla. Then I had 2 5-layer burritos and a Mexican pizza. Yeah. I don't eat Taco Bell that much because not anymore. It's too expensive for me. I have to watch every penny now for a little bit. Skybird, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome to this show. What's up, CCC? Chicken coops. What do you say? Welcome to the Lucian has entered. Dan Peters, everybody. What do you say, Chief? Welcome to this show. Cindy Crow. How you doing? I'm so stupid, I know. All right, if I didn't say your name, it doesn't mean I don't love you. It means we got a lot of show to do. So let's do. Yeah, hold on a second. Hold on a second. I've got to type something here real quick. Bear with me. Hold on, I heard a bell go off. Hey, who's this guy? WAF007. How you doing, man? I didn't know you were here. Thank you very much. Didn't see you in the floating chat room. Thank you very much, man. That's a 2 something. I don't, but I appreciate it. I love the continuing support, man. Good to see you here. How you been? And welcome to the show. That's a stud right there. Look at that guy, huh? Come on, give that guy a round of applause. Can we do that? Kids? No. Now that's an adult applause. Thanks, man, for the 2. Appreciate you. Good to see you. Glenn, everything I do now, I buy salad now. I'm making salads. I've been doing that since I've been better. Yeah, everything I do now it's all very carefully calculated. And I am trying to gain weight, just working out and stuff. I'm trying to put on size. So, I have to buy a weight gainer like every week. And it's a meal. Each drink is 1,200 calories, 50 grams of protein, blah, blah, blah. And if I could, I would have them twice a day. But right now, you only get 8 servings out of that. So that's it's $40 for the container. So how much does that come out to? $5 a drink. So it's $5 meals basically is what I'm drinking, but they're very good, except for the maltodextrin, which I don't want, but I have no choice. They all have it. I love me a good tossed salad. God, you are a mind reader. Who doesn't? You just got to find the right dressing with croutons. It's perfect. A little too much, depth, and I don't even know what that means anymore. Let me type this message. Let's see. Okay. Let's get this show started. Paris Diamond. Another 2 for Zagro. Protein powder, Nutrishopoline. Nutrishopoline. Eponylene. Let me write this down. That's a tough one to remember. Yeah, let me write this down. FOR for Zagro. I never heard of that. Nutrishopoline. Got it. Thank you. I will look into it and I'll let you know. Appreciate it. Thanks for the $2 whippity doodah day. Eric Kennedy, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Could not say hi. Got it? Good, man. Good to see you. All right. I eat for breakfast. I eat 6 eggs scrambled every morning with 7-grain toast. Well, bread and then, toast it. And then I have, I know what people are going to get mad, but a French toast. Yeah, it's already pre-made. And then yeah, it's pretty good. Nice sugary breakfast. Sugar-free syrup, man. Sugar-free. Tastes all right. The little butter on it, it's hard to tell the difference. I got used to eating it, so it tastes pretty good to me. When I first had it, it tasted like medicine. I'm like, how am I? Ugh. You just have to remember when you eat something sugar-free, like diet soda, like we all know that's a scam, but when you first have it, it doesn't taste right. And then after a week of drinking it, you try a regular one with sugar in it and it tastes wrong. It's too sweet. Then you go back to the diet and it tastes pretty good. I did that with Gatorade. I don't drink Gatorade anymore. But yeah, that Gatorade gave me heartburn. It didn't matter what flavor. It was giving me heartburn. So I couldn't have it anymore. All right, let's get this show started. Enough about me. Although I could talk about me all day. Who cares, right? All right. All right. Let's pull this up here. I don't know what to talk about first. I don't really know. I'm all itchy. Okay, let's take a look at this. Burleson and that Vargina. Hold on, this is cute. Look at this. Look at back there. Look at what's happening. You hear it? It just started freaking out. It's plugged in. I don't use the batteries. I don't know why this is happening. I've never seen this in the years I've had this thing. How weird. It's dying. Let's unplug it and plug it back in. Is it because of the batteries in there? It's gotta be. The batteries are only in there for when you don't want it plugged in. Let's try it again. Wow, that's weird. It just died. And now it's working. I gotta reset the clock though, see? Isn't that weird? Oh, that sucks. Now I gotta set it up again. Alright, well, we'll have that pointed elsewhere for now. Kind of annoying, but no, that's bizarre, and it's upside down again. I wonder why that happened. Oh, it's doing it. Yeah, something's wrong with it. All right, we'll put that on hold. You start talking about aliens and shit starts going haywire, and that probably is happening because of the power outages. But I have it plugged into a power surge protector. Everything I have is in a power surge protector, especially the computer. Computer's in a big one. It's like a car battery. This thing. All right, where was I? Burleson. The doctor could sense he was grateful, the alien. From High Strangeness, let's take a listen to this bullshittery.
Doctors says he treated some non-human life form that was injured in the crash. He said it sort of looked like a small child with a teardrop-shaped head, and that it seemed to be intelligent and grateful for the medical attention.
That was what his account was. What I found interesting is that he said that the way the alien didn't speak to him, obviously, but he could sense from the alien that it was grateful, but also that the alien was, in essence, placating us, that it thought it was almost cute that we were trying to provide health care for it. And
What's up, Beza?
that was something that I took away from his testimony that I thought was interesting.
How believable did you find these witnesses?
You know, they've got a lot to risk. I mean, when you have someone who's a surgeon, who's a medical professional, who could lose his license, he could lose his ability to practice, he could be fired from the hospital that he's working at. That's really compelling. We heard from someone who was who does testing, who was testing the blood samples of one of the individuals, the military personnel, that they said that he expired because of an interaction with either the craft or the alien. And so that individual had tested and found that there was a type of bacteria or a type of microorganism that was unknown, that they could not identify, that was related to that individual's death.
This is one of the soldiers who arrived at the scene, a Brazilian soldier who arrived at the scene of the crash. There were several, but one of them who actually went up and touched the craft or touched these beings later died. We don't know, or did he tell you we just don't know what that bacteria is?
That's right. They couldn't identify the bacteria. So that's one of the things that we requested, is that the FBI, request that they exhume the body if possible. We have contacts with the Brazilian authorities, and that's something that we're exploring. Also to see if that material that was tested, if that's been retained in any way.
You know, it bothers me because the guy who touched the craft, now they want to make this alien story be real, so they're using that as a little springboard into, well, he touched the alien too. And James Fox made the movie. I remember him saying the evidence is like unbelievable, there was no alien in that movie. If there was, he would have gotten a Nobel Prize or something for historical something or another. I don't know, man. My brain's not working right now. But that bothers me right there. That bothers me. Because that's how they get the story. They get the narrative they want. Now, my neighbor next door has been playing fake drums for 3-4 hours. Well, ever since I woke up, I know that. But he was doing it before I fell asleep. He doesn't, like, playing Happy Birthday song. Paris again with the $2 super chat. They've been cloning, so they made them creatures. Ah. Yeah, maybe. They probably did. I'm just thinking, do they make them fly? The UFOs? We all know we have our own UFOs, right? They look just like the aliens, allegedly. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. I know what you mean. We don't know, but the biologics, I hate that word. The biologics tell us there are no biologics. And they're NHI, non-human intelligence. They're little monkeys. They're not aliens. I believe these are monkeys, chimpanzees. Don't besmirch the Groosh. Stupid. Thank you, Paris. That's funny, actually. Don't besmirch the Groosh. How could we? Ah, brother. All right. I've got some weird stuff too. Yeah, do you guys remember? Let me just play the clip and then we'll talk. This has to do with time travel and about Trump and that assassination attempt a year ago. Check this out.
Yeah, this is nuts. So the Cole Allen guy tried to kill Trump. An X account for 2023 wrote a single tweet with that name. So it just wrote Cole Allen from 2023. The profile belongs to Henry Martinez, a NASA scientist who's missing. The background image from a website called Time Machine. If you de-digitize it, the 2024 assassination attempt photo appears, but with a hole in the head instead of the ear. The profile picture is a green toad in a tuxedo with a glass, exactly like Trump in the assassination attempt. The tweet is nuts.
From 2 years ago.
Time Machine tweet. Yeah, this is nuts. So the Cole Allen guy tried to kill Trump. An X.
Isn't it weird? So, I don't know. The Cole Allen guy who tried to take out Trump, remember? I know I said a year ago, but I meant this tweet is from a couple of years ago, 3 years ago. And in this tweet, there's a digitized art piece. And when you de-digitize it, it shows Trump's assassination attempt with a hole in his head. But it's like they're saying they went back in time and changed it so he lived.
Account for 2023 wrote a single tweet with that name. So it just wrote Cole.
How could he do that? How would he know 3 years ago? And they put the name Cole Allen, and it's the guy who,
Allen from 2023. The profile belongs to Henry Martinez, a NASA scientist who's missing. The background.
The profile belongs to a NASA scientist who's missing. Come on.
Image from a website called Time Machine. If you de-digitize it, the 2024 assassination attempt photo appears, but with a hole in the head instead of the ear. The profile picture is a green toad in a tuxedo with a glass.
I'd like to know how, if they did change it, how did they get the shooter to miss? Unless there's many realities, and one of them has Trump with a hole in his head. Do you remember? Yeah, The Simpsons. When I showed that clip several months ago, where The Simpsons showed Trump deceased Pretty wild, right? With a hole in his head. And we all know the Simpsons get it right. It's pretty wild stuff if you really think about it. Makes you wonder what kind of reality, I was going to say world, reality we're living in. Pretty wild. It really is. Ed Chaffet, let's see if I could put this up. CERN is trying to open up another dimension, part 2. Let's just take a look at, I don't know if I have part 1, but let me take a look, see if I got part 1. Probably do, and I didn't. Oh, yeah, here it is. No, that's part 2 again. Let's see. Yeah, I don't remember seeing part 1. Doesn't matter. Yep, here it is. Part 1. Let's take a look real quick. These are short videos. And it's from a guy called, oh, well, the channel, Ray's Astrophotography. Let's give him a sub. He's got 258,000 subscribers. All you got to do is talk about CERN. Act like you know what you're doing. Boom. Thousands. Here we go. Let's take a look. Part 1. This is interesting. I'm glad I saw this and remembered.
Large Hadron Collider at the CERN is now shut down, and it is expected to remain shut down until middle of 2030.
All right. I don't know about you, but I'm having a hard time understanding some of this. It's going to take a second for our brain to recalculate the accent. So, go.
Now, ever since people heard that LHC would be shut down until 2030, there are widespread rumors have started circulating, but CERN is already surrounded by rumors long even before this shutdown. They have rumors about black holes, extra dimensions, portals, antimatter, and everything else. There is simply way too many topics and things to investigate and discuss. So there is going to be a series of videos I need to build to address through some of these topics. I'm going to address these subjects one by one, and through a series of videos. I'm going to call this as CERN series. So this is Ray. I do this kind of research. If you are interested in these topics, please subscribe, like, and share this video. So can CERN open another dimension?
No.
Or some kind of a portal?
I don't believe so.
The simple answer is they are working on it. Their wish list is to be able to open that other dimension. Their wish list is to see through the other portal. That's the easiest way to explain what CERN is trying to do. Now, this is the easiest way to explain anyone who is asking, can you give me the answer right away? The answer is yes, they are, meaning CERN is trying to open another dimension or another portal all the time. But these are complex topics to understand. What do you mean by that? I need to level set with some basics of a science, and that answer is going to be a lot more easier, and you might answer that yourself very quickly. So when you hear the words extra dimensions and portals, they seem like a magic, something is going on, something like really happening out there. Actually, if you go to the CERN's website, on the CERN's website, they will talk about extra dimensions and portals. But we have to understand these complex ideas, otherwise they might look like something really mysterious to us. So there is a lot of talk about these dimensions and opening the portals. These demons are going to come through those portals, all that stuff. It's all over the internet. So I wanted to tell you, this is not a science class. I don't want to talk about too much science anyway. But I want you to understand, to get to the bottom of what is going on with respect to the CERN. Otherwise, we don't understand what's going on there. So I'll tell you, like, if I have a piece of stick man, like right here, I don't know if you can see it on the screen or not. but I am drawing a stick man like right here on the paper. This is a man who is on a two-dimensional paper. And this person, poor thing, lives only on this piece of paper. They don't have, the people who are on this two-dimensional don't have a depth, don't have a perception of anything else other than living on the piece of paper itself. They can't go inside the paper, come outside the paper, go above or beyond the paper. They live on the paper itself. For that person, the stick man, this pen right now is a demon. It doesn't exist in his world, even though it is right next to that person. This pen is like right on top of the stick man, but the stick man cannot see it. It is like right next to it. They can't see it, they can't feel it, they can't hear it, they can't do anything about it. Because in the person's dimension, this is outside the dimension. There is a possibility that we may be living in this three-dimensional, and we may be stick man to somebody else, and somebody may be like right next to us, looking at us, and we may not be able to know that the person is there. When we are talking about these hidden portals and dimensions, these are the hidden dimensions where people like us who are stick man, and these dimensions are right next to us. And they are not as creepy as we think they are. Let me give you a movie example.
Murph, come on. What's his name?
So this is another simple way to illustrate. Think of this stick man right now. He's sleeping on this paper, like the way I wrote it on the paper. And if there is an apple falls on the paper, the stick man cannot see the entire apple. This person never stands. This person always is like flat on the piece of paper. And all they will be seeing is, they will be seeing a circle, not a sphere. Because for the stick man's world, there is only a circle. There is no.
Does anybody else understand what's going on? I don't understand. Do you know what CERN's primary mission is? It's to perform fundamental research in physics to uncover what the universe is made of and how it works.
Sphere. So there could be things out there in our dimension that we are seeing as circles, maybe actually spheres when we go up into another dimension.
Let's see what part 2 has. Do you hear the neighbor? I don't know if you can hear the tick, 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 tick. So I was going to say he was playing No Sleep Till Brooklyn by Beastie Boys. No sleep till dun 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 dun, and then all of a sudden the Brooklyn. Then he's like da, 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 and the song is dun dun ch, dun dun ch. Who song dance on the dance floor metal, right? And he's like that 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 that. That's all he's doing. All right, here's part 2. Oh, specifically, CERN pursues 4 goals. Scientific research, investigating fundamental particles and the basic laws of nature using advanced particle accelerators, most notably the Large Hadron Collider. Technological innovation, advancing computing, engineering, and materials science, such as inventing the World Wide Web to share scientific data. international collaboration uniting scientists and nations worldwide to pursue peaceful, open scientific inquiry, education and training, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't say anything about looking for black holes or trying to create them or create wormholes, etc., etc., etc. You hear this chimney next door? I can't believe how loud it is today.
Yesterday's video about CERN. So before we go further talking about the
Well, he got a nice shirt. I like that shirt. I could see me wearing that one.
CERN, extra dimensions, the portals, the time machines, and time jumps, let me ask you one fundamental question. Which one do you believe will change the humanity forever? CERN or artificial intelligence? Because these two are now closely linked together.
So which one of the two will change humanity forever? CERN or AI? I think they're working together now.
But we need to understand these separately first. When I say the CERN, we are talking about the Large Hadron Collider, the particle accelerator, all that experiments around that. The moment we need to have an answer like CERN versus AI, we need to know what actually CERN does. In one sentence, what CERN does, if you ask me, CERN is trying to figure out the matrix. CERN is trying to figure out the matrix. That's really what CERN is trying to do. I mean, it's trying to figure out who are we, where we came from, what is the matter, how is this, the whole thing put together.
What is the matter? Nice.
What is holding the universe together?
Gravity can cross the dimensions, including time.
Why some forces like electromagnetism is stronger than gravity, and why is gravity seem different than other forces? Can gravity...
All right, here's an interesting question I have for you guys. If we are living under a firmament, right? And the waters above and below means everything above the earth in space is water, right? But when we shot Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 out into space, and then we shoot out other rockets, and the most recent one, we just went around the moon, and we also put up the telescope. What is it called? I can't think tonight. So they put up the telescope a million miles away. Nobody saw any dew, any water. You know what I mean? So a lot of people think it's water that's holding everything in place. Like we're all molecular in size. So we're just in a drop of water, basically, or a pool of water, and the universe is just teeming with all of this other stuff that we don't understand. Black holes are bacteria, other planets are, atoms and what else? Cells and shit like that. Just things we don't understand from another reality we can't figure out. Oh, man. I mean, blow up my brain, why don't you? So I don't think space is water. We are probably held together by some sort of gravitational fabric that we don't understand. Dark matter, perhaps. I mean, I don't know what else to call it because that's what they're calling it. And I'm not as smart as those people, obviously. But it is mind-boggling and mind-numbing to think about how many things are out there. And when you think about all the things out there, trillions of dots all over the place, right? And we can only see 13.8 billion light years away, because that's how, when everything supposedly started. But that's all we can see. I mean, if maybe our telescopes can in the future see further, but my theory is we came through a black hole, which is the Big Bang, and everything got spit out the other end. And that's what black holes do. Black holes create new realities, and it's never ending. It's a machine, maybe, but it's a machine that creates this reality that we don't understand. And living in a matrix seems pretty realistic to me. We wouldn't know the difference, would we? We wouldn't know. We wouldn't know. I'm seeing some things here that popped up, but I can't pull them up now. That is odd. Hold on. Skybird, member for 42 months. That is one long term. Thank you. www. Yeah, I see it now. And Jeanette as well for 42 months. That's really 12, 24, 36. That's 3.5 years, you guys, for both of you. Skybird, weren't you WAP or WAF? Is that you? Am I not figuring it out until now? Well, thank you both. Appreciate that dedication. And wow. Thank you. Really. That's awesome. Oh yeah, Bernie's a blue. Bernie's blue. I forgot I did that. How you guys doing? All right, let's get back to the video. I just wanted to throw my dumb-numbing ideas, but I wanted to also thank those of you who have helped keep this show running. Thor says, you would know, Rich. I have seen The Matrix one time. Are you talking about the movie? Or did you do that DMT thing and then go sit in a room with the laser and see the Matrix through those numbers that show up? I want to do that. I want to do that. Paula Faust? What's going on? It's 47. Look at the way it shows up, though. 47 months. Look at you. Aw, thank you very much, Paula. You're so sweet. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for an awesome YouTube channel. Take care. No, thank you for helping support GoofOn as long as you have. I mean, for 1 month, if anybody supports this channel, I'm more than grateful, and it's a feeling I can't describe, and I wish I could share that with you. Thank you very much, Paula. All right, back to this video.
Go beyond dimensions? We don't know. These are, once we get to these topics, we'll go to a place where we'll be almost like peeling the
Thor.
onion and trying to figure out what's happening here. There is only one force that we know that goes across dimensions is gravity, and we need to know that. So that's why when you see the Interstellar movie, the dad is going to push those books. It's not just a movie. It's not really real. That's what we can do. But there is a force of gravity which can go beyond dimensions. When we say dimensions, they are not always like fourth dimension versus fifth versus sixth. Not necessarily. Dimension can be time as well. You may be going back in time, or you may be going forward in time.
Gotcha.
Time is also another dimension. So we could go across the time. That's why he was able to see the girl in various kind of rooms with different time scales. So at the Large Hadron Collider, they take these particles and they smash them at an extreme speed. And they do that because they wanted to see what's inside. So we know the familiar matter, which is atoms, electrons, protons, neutrons. But once we open and see deeper, you will start seeing quarks. You will see other particles as well. So there is a universe beyond that. So if we are all made from these atoms and protons and neutrons and quarks, gluons, and all this matter, then in the beginning there should have been antimatter, because every matter has a cousin like antimatter. So when we look around, we don't see that in our universe right now. So one of the leading theories right now is all this antimatter is missing into another dimension. What we are doing at CERN is trying to figure out, when we are doing those particle collisions, see if there is stuff that is going into this other dimension. Then we can start looking for all the missing stuff. That's what is happening. Whenever you hear that there are extra dimensions, missing energy, portals around CERN, they're looking for the missing antimatter, missing maybe graviton, or missing stuff.
But how do you know when you find it? How do you know what it looks like? This is what I don't understand. Is it just a mathematical computation that CERN does, and things just are different because gravity is interfering from another dimension, another reality? Is it that? Is it detecting that? It's above my pay grade.
Stuff like that. So there are quite a lot of unknowns, and we still need to fill in the blanks. And the leading theory is there could be other dimensions out there, and stuff is going into that. So let's go look at it. So what CERN is trying to figure out is the reality. How is this matter really made? Trying to understand the matrix. In other words, CERN is trying to figure out human existence. Where did we come from? Artificial intelligence is a completely different set of tools. It's not looking into the atom. It is operating inside the human civilization. It's not outside.
Right.
It's working with the language, learning.
It's working with the language that we gave it and everything we know, right?
Any language in the world, trying to gain the knowledge that we currently have, becoming part of the decisions that we make, becoming part of the systems that we currently
There we
have,
go.
learn the creativity, like, art, music, science. Eventually, it is going to understand ourselves. So the AI can transform the humanity life completely. It could change the medicine, education, warfare, employment, communication, art, science, business. Almost every system that human beings created will be part of AI, will be part of it. So think of this way. When we are looking at CERN, it is understanding the structure of the universe. AI is becoming part of the reality that humans built. Think of this way.
If AI wasn't existence, wasn't here, would they be able to do the same, experiments? Would they be able to do them? Or would they just be different? I guess they would just be different. But I think AI helps it figure out what CERN is looking for. And this scares me because you're giving AI information that many humans don't have. And what that does, it gives it some sort of advanced brain. And this may be the beginning of the end. This is dangerous to me. I mean, I understand using AI to figure stuff out, but it's going to be way smarter than everybody if it isn't already.
inside a room and the room has walls and a ceiling and a floor. You live inside that space. AI now is in the room with us. It's not sitting far away, some edge of the universe or anything like that. It's there in our phones, it's there in our home, it's there in the workplace,
That's right.
it's there in the hospital, it's there in the government.
It's everywhere.
It's there in every one of our daily decisions. When AI started, it was actually a very simple thing. It is a predicting what is the next word that is going to
It
come.
played chess.
So if you give a sentence, it is going to fill the sentence. But now we gave enormous amount of human knowledge. We placed pretty much a major portion of our humanity that has digitally recorded on a digital platter and gave AI those access. And we are asking it to figure out the patterns. It learned the relationship across all this information now. Now it can create images. It can.
This is amazing. I'll put the link to both of those videos in the show description following tonight's live stream. But that is amazing. And thank you, Ed Shafet, for sending those to me. Yeah, I mean, he just repeats the same thing here and tells us, you know, what AI is doing. But that's an amazing thought that AI is doing what Einstein couldn't do, or any of those geniuses, Newton, and I mean, it just goes on and on. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let me put those together so I can put them in the show description. That is wild, man, to think that AI could figure it out. Like, what is reality? You know? What is it? Is it a matrix? Are we in a computer program? That's what it's going to find out. God, that's so cool. It is. It's really cool. Oh my God, I have so many things to talk about. Not enough time. I want to play this. I got a couple of shorts here. Let's see. This, I've never seen this until the other day. And I thought this was AI, but it's not. But I want you to look at Jim Carrey here for a second. And it's paused, so it could just be the way the pixels have made him look. But does he not look different? Right there. Let me make it bigger. Imagined and Attract is the name of this channel. Jim Carrey's awakening changed how he saw reality. You know, he's changed in the last several years. He says everything is just a bunch of tetrahedrons and nothing matters.
Woke up and I suddenly got it. I understood suddenly how thought was just an illusory thing.
Thoughts create things.
And how thought is responsible for, if not all, most of the suffering we experience. And then I suddenly felt like I was looking at these thoughts from another perspective. And I wondered, who is it that's aware that I'm thinking?
He was looking at it from the outside looking in, as if he was someone or something else. I've been there. I've done that when I was high. No, but seriously, I mean, really, I've been in that situation, and it freaked me out. And I know when it happened. It happened about a year before COVID. And I was in the living room in my condo, and I literally felt like I was someone else. I didn't recognize the furniture. And this all lasted maybe 10 seconds, right? And which felt like several minutes to me. But I got so freaked out. I called someone. I'm not going to say who. And and I had to hear their voice to make sure I was still me. Isn't that weird? And that there were no drugs. I don't take any hallucinogens. I mean, even back then, I did smoke a little weed, but it never did what it did that day. And I didn't smoke any before then. So it just, I woke up, I was, because it was about showtime. It was about 10 minutes before show. And I woke up and I felt like I was somewhere else. And then slowly but surely, my memory snapped back. And I thought I was given a vision, something like that. I know that I haven't thought about it too much since it happened. But it was almost as if I asked for some evidence. I asked for proof that we are not alone or something like that. I was in a mindset at that time to where living didn't seem like an option anymore for me, you know? And I go through these phases every now and then where I get really curious about death because I want to know, do we continue on? What's on the other side? Is our body just temporary, like everybody says, and our soul is eternal, like everybody says? That's what I want to know. And there's 2 times in my life, no, 3. One was when I was very young. I had the same experience. And then the other time was I'll be in your head before you wake up when I had that experience. I was in a place, and that week, that night that happened, it was just, it changed me. It made me think that there's more to this than meets the eye. Really. And I think some people are privy to information like that. And maybe we all get those clues over life, but we don't recognize them, or we dismiss it instead of taking it seriously. That, look, we get little breadcrumbs throughout life to help us get past the hard times, and the good times. I think all the time you're given some sort of visionary gift to just keep motoring through, that life is but a dream, but it's a damn good one, and you should try to make it last as long as possible. That's the message.
And suddenly I was thrown into this expansive, amazing feeling of freedom from myself,
Yes.
from my problems.
Yes.
I saw that I was bigger than what I do. I was
Yes.
bigger than my body. I was everything and everyone. I was no longer a fragment of the universe. I was the universe.
Wow.
And ever since that day,
Well,
I've been trying to get back there.
he's not being funny. He's really mad. I get it.
It comes and it goes.
Yeah. Poor guy.
It's like riding a wave. Sometimes I'm on, sometimes I'm off.
When you're as a creative mind as Jim Carrey, and I consider myself a creative mind in my own sense, but when you're that creative and you have that much freedom, wealth, and the ability to do anything you really want because you have the means to, this type of experience does change a person like him. And there's a lot of people, musicians as well, who go through things like this. And sometimes they just end their lives because life's too hard and they saw the other side and want to get there. Something like that.
but at least I know where I want to go.
Right.
And that I want to take as many people with me as I possibly can because the feeling is amazing.
It really is. It's an amazing feeling. There's nothing like that. When you realize you're going to be okay when you're in these experiences and you start coming out of it and you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to be fine. It's then. And you wish you could have done it during the experience, but it's so powerful that you're trying to figure something out that you really can't at that moment. But when it's ending and you start becoming you again, you're like, no, I don't want it to end. Oh my God. And that's what Jim Carrey means. You want to get back there. It'll happen, Jim. Sometimes you just need a little push. That's what I had. Some of you have had that push. Life is but a dream, my friends. It really is. What do we got here? Hold on a second. What do I got here? Oh, no, that's for another show. James Gregory on aliens. Let me see what this is. Stand-up comedy. I'm gonna play it. I don't think this is the funniest thing, but there's something about the way his mouth works. I'm a real mouthy person. If somebody talks very differently, it's very hard for me to be focusing on what they're saying. But I don't know. It's like this guy ate cake and it's still in his gums, you know?
That there is life on other planets. And
See?
they've promised their kids a trip.
So he's talking, what if aliens wanted to go on a trip with their family and they promised their, the aliens say, let's go on a trip.
It's a long weekend coming up. Oh, let's say Labor Day. And they say, hell, we'll go to Earth. And they're out in the driveway loading up the spaceship with the stuff they'll need. Bucket of chicken, tater salad, Fuzzbuster. Well, you know they're going to be speeding. And the dad says to all the kids, all right, kids, if y'all got to pee, you better pee now. I'm not stopping every planet we come to. And they take off and they come all this way. Don't you think just once, since 1947, just once, wouldn't they have landed maybe in Orlando, seen Disney World or something? Times Square, the Grand Canyon, but no. They always land next to a hog pen in Arkansas. Let's say that there is life on other planets.
Hold on.
And
yeah, I told you I don't know. He wasn't that funny, but he thinks he's funny, so. I'm looking for a specific video. Astronauts saw UFOs in space. That's for tomorrow. I think we'll do that. Another Ed Chaffet video. Dr. Phil, explosive proof the government hid UFOs. Don't give a shit what Dr. Phil thinks. William Shatner, who flew to space at 90, just announced he's covering Black Sabbath. Nice. All right, let me go back here to today. Those were some of the things that I've never got to on other shows. Tom DeLonge has a UFO video, says it's real. Let's take a look at this one. Another one from Ed Chaffet. I'm just going to show the video. I'm not going to play this 11-minute video, but I see the UFO already. And anything Tom DeLonge says, think the opposite. That's all I can tell you. But let's see. In this episode, what is this? This is from UAP Files podcast. See, I subscribed. I don't understand why I'm not. That is so bizarre to me. So this is the UFO? So it's a light ship, basically.
What if one of the most mysterious videos on the internet was quietly endorsed by someone deeply connected to the inside of the UFO UAP world? And what if the man who filmed it uploaded just 2 videos and then vanished? What Bob said he saw that night. And make sure you stick around to the end, because we're going to enhance this footage and see if anything new shows up and if we can get any more detail out of it. And spoiler alert, we get some incredible imagery.
So apparently the person disappeared who took this? Right. I'm already calling bullshit, but let's see. I don't think we've ever played anything from UAP Files on the show. So far, I like it. What bothers me... See, I can tell you right now, what bothers me is what we're not going to see. And what every researcher needs to do, and very few do it. I don't know anybody but me who does it. When you go out to places like this at night, go back in the morning and record the area so we can see what's back here. I want to know. Is there a mountain in the top area here? Is this an ocean in the background and we're just seeing a boat in the distance on the water? You know, a fishing vessel that has a lot of lights. You know what I mean? Nobody does it. It looks like a shipping vessel, but it's tilted a little bit. And now it's tilting. It kind of looks like it's on a wave. Oh, wow, that's too much of a tilt. All right, well, that debunks the water theory. This is terrible. Come on, bro. Now it's vertical. No, get closer, brother. Come on. Yeah, you see, when they don't get close like that, and they should, that bothers me. Who's this guy? Wow. I mean, it is pretty cool. But what bothers me is that it's too dark. I don't see any stars. It's rotating, obviously. Looks like it's spinning clockwise. Looks like it's spinning faster. Kind of now maintaining speed. There are some stars I thought I saw.
He says he lives in a rural part of Michigan near Port Huron. One night he spotted a strange object.
It's Port Huron, by the way.
In the sky, and he decided to follow it. He drove down a dirt road, then onto what he described as a private, unmarked farm road. Eventually, he ran out of road. So he got out of his vehicle, and that's when things escalated. The object started moving towards him, and he says it made a low, swirling sound. Now, Tom echoes this statement in his post, directing viewers to the swirling sound. So if you can, turn your volume up and listen closely now.
Yeah, woo, woo, woo. I could hear it.
At that point, he panics and runs. When he looks back, the object is now hovering directly above his car. Then it begins to lower itself, slowly rotating right over the roof. and then a bright green beam appears. Moments later, it
Oh, that's what this is. Oh, wow.
shoots straight up into the sky and vanishes. The sound disappears instantly. Bob describes the entire experience as eerie, with air feeling charged like static electricity.
Oh, yeah,
He
for
even
sure.
says,
Oh, my God, I can't believe that. That's very true. I've had that experience. Yes, the smell of static electricity. I was out in the desert and I was with somebody else, this guy named Rob, and we both smelled the charge of like static, like when you take your clothes out of the dryer.
my hair was standing on end the
We didn't
entire
see
time.
anything though.
Now, we've heard that many times before, this feeling of static electricity, the air being charged.
Yep.
Now, Bob goes on to say he anticipated skepticism. He directly addresses debunkers, saying people calling it fake without analysis are judging before
Oh, the lasers on the car. That's what's going on here. The laser beam from the UFO is scanning the car, it looks like.
without analysis
See
are
it?
judging before
I'll go back,
actually
watch.
anticipated skepticism.
Just watch
he
this.
directly addresses debunkers, saying people calling it fake
There.
without analysis
Wow.
are judging before actually examining the footage. And he insists, if you were there, you wouldn't think it was fake.
Look at that.
Bob also uploaded one more video. It's just as strange, but in this case, far lower quality. And it's
Oh,
really hard to
man.
make it out. But then, nothing.
Dude, do you know how close that's got to be? That's got to be like, like it looks like 100 feet away, 50 feet up.
No more uploads, no more updates, no explanations. The channel goes completely silent.
So to me, that craft is about as big as the car, so about 15 to 20 feet. And it's hoovering up there,
For
shooting
over
a beam down and spinning. I don't know, but it doesn't seem like a drone.
decade. So who is Bob? Is that even his real name, and why only 2 uploads?
Wow, look
and then
at that.
why disappear completely? On
There
YouTube,
it
a
goes.
viral video makes money. Ads embedded in the videos can mount up to thousands with viral videos, but yet this wasn't monetized. Even after it was shared by Tom DeLonge, you'd think the curator would consider the monetization a push like that would get from a rock star and would have this video monetized, making him
Dude, that is really cool. I have got to look into that. That's a light ship, they would call it, in my opinion. For obvious reasons, but wickedly cool. That's eerie, too. Imagine that happening to you. I would freak out. Oh, wait, they get some close-ups here. Look at this.
enhancement work is only color change, nothing added. The upscaling is a little more human input to add what's missing. We can only do so much, but finding the best frames and then filling in the missing bits with the
Oh,
totality of
wow.
information available gives us this. Again, I'm not claiming this one is exactly correct, but it's as close as I've been able to get to what all of the best frames give us and then incorporate them into one frame.
Wow, look at that. No way.
Now, this was the best that I could get. I'm no Peter Osborne. I don't
Wow, looks like there's plasmic energies, electricity maybe, but it looks like it's got flowing something. That is really cool.
have his skills, and I know he's going to be taking a look at this at some point, and he'll do wonders with it because
That is really cool. There it is, the original, and then they upscaled it, I guess they're calling it. That's unreal. That is a really cool video. And the whole time I'm talking to you, I'm thinking it's got to be fake. Where's the faking out of it? The only thing it could be is a drone, and I don't see that. I didn't hear it. We would have definitely heard drone. Plus, I don't know many drones, if any, commercial drones that have laser beams on it that you could turn on and off. And that laser was really dim. If you wanted to show off and give the world a hoax, you would have made that laser stand out like a Chinese 4th of July, something like that. I don't know, like a dragon. I don't know. But it wasn't that. It really looks legit to me. I'm not sure, but I'll look into it. Thank you to Ed Chaffet. Wickedly cool. Wickedly cool. There were some things I wanted to talk about tonight, never got to. Let's see if we can run through a few of these things real quick. Do I need to? Let's see. Danny Sheehan comes clean about Elizondo. That'll do it for tomorrow. No moments on live TV. Scientists can't explain. It's time for this. No, Buzz Aldrin. Here, we'll play the Greer one. I like this clip. We'll play this. It's short. So Greer is talking to Avi Loeb. And of course, when you get all of these brain cells together, there's only so much you could listen to and believe. And both of these guys. Now, who do you believe more? Greer or Shiesty? I believe Greer way over Avi Loeb any day of the year.
I want to update you guys. Some of you may have heard all of this. Back late June.
Oh, I don't know why Avi Loeb is here. I thought he was going to speak. Okay, go ahead.
About 3 weeks ago, I guess. What I had predicted in the 1990s began, and that is catastrophic disclosure run by cutouts for the cabal, who are now officially in position on the White House advisory group headed by Avi Loeb and involving Gary Nolan and Tim Gallaudet and others. And then, of course, chief disinformation proponent, who has been an understudy of Dr. Death, Colonel John Alexander, was appointed as a staffer on this issue for the National Security Council. So it is a worst case scenario. I won't varnish this or paste over it. And we're trying to take actions to correct it. I think all of you saw we sent out a, unless otherwise directed letter, a 2.0 version. The first one was in 96 and had a 60-day timeline that unless we were notified otherwise, that's what UNOD stands for, our assessment is that these programs are criminal enterprises, and we will be soliciting not only domestic but foreign information, whistleblowers, but hard evidence, since the 4 tranches of information released to date by the Department of War and the White House have much less relevant material in it than Project Blue Book, which was itself a cover-up front, released in the 1960s. So we are holding people to account for this. I have provided a new almost 2-page briefing and advisory for the president that was given to him directly by someone on our team who knows him personally.
By who? Say who? He never does.
And we have also delivered materials to the...
How many times has Greer said, I've briefed presidents? No, you didn't. You've handed them your assessment of things in a file and say, hey, secretary, can you give this to the president? And she goes, yeah.
The Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, as well as others. And in fact, I'm in Washington now. There's someone on our team who is going to be meeting with the Secretary of War this week.
Who?
So that's sort of what
Why can't he ever tell us?
we're trying to ameliorate and fix this, sort of misdirection.
There is no... He thinks catastrophic disclosure started? This guy, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. His narrative he wants running now. He wants to take control. He wants the spotlight. That's all Greer cares about. That's all Greer is. It's about me, me, me. Focus. Here it comes. Shit. Oh, that's it. We'll go out with a little fuzziness. Hey! All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Hope you guys have a good night. Thanks for hanging out, and appreciate it. Super chatters, thank you very much for your generosity. And members, thank you for keeping the show alive. Newcomers and veterans, chatting it up in the old chat, live chat. Comments, leave comments, and give a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. We'd appreciate the love. Thank you very much. And remember, I'm sorry to do this, but if you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out. For ufology, that is. Yeah. Is that it? Are we good? Can we go? All right. We'll finish off. Boop.
Bob Lazar in the crosshair.
Alien blessed.
Every record wiped clean. Like a man can't be real if they bury the machine. No diploma, no job, history, just a stain on the wall. But I hear the same old panic when they try to make me fall. Tie my hands, tear my line. Still I stand in the light. Call me a liar if you want. I know what lived in my life. They erase me, but I'm still here. I'm still here. They erase me. Can't kill truth with fear. They erase me. They erase me. You can burn the ledger. You can black out the frame. You can make the crowd believe I was just a made-up name. But the scar stays open, and the fire won't fade. I was built from the damage. Now I wear it like a blade. They erase me, but I'm still here. I'm still here. They erase me. Can't kill truth with fear. They erase me. You can't bury what I know. They erase me.
Go far.